loves, my dears, Pink Floyd fans, David Gilmour fans, I have to start today's video with an apology because I interrupted David Gilmour's solo during the High Hopes video. I am so sorry. I did not know about rule number 1, never interrupt David Gilmour's solo. I am so sorry. I had so many angry comments. Also, that I said that the concert hall looked a little bit empty. I'm sorry. I couldn't see the full concert. I'm sorry. But in any case, today we are going to watch another Pink Floyd video at the Paul's concert, obviously, because some people, some bands are just the best live. So obviously we gotta watch Pink Floyd live. I have been told by many people in the comment section that Comfortably Numb will definitely pull on your heartstrings. I'm very excited because the last one was so beautiful. How can it be more beautiful? Oh, I'm very excited. Now, let me stop talking, let's watch, okay? Pink Floyd Comfortably Numb, Pulse restored and re-edited. Let's start. That's quite an interesting opening because at first it feels like someone is talking to the singer's perspective or the story's perspective from in his head, like, hello, is anybody in there? Like, so he's talking to himself kind of, but then it moves over to very clearly a doctor's perspective. And I find it very interesting that the way the song is set up thus far, they are making it sound like quite distant. So you can hear that the person's perspective from the song, the person seems to be quite confused. You can hear that everything seems a little bit woozy and stuff like that. And at first the doctor is trying to connect to the person that is sitting at the doctor. And then he's asking, is there pain anywhere? Like, the doctor is assuming that it's physical pain. Even though in the beginning it is very clear that it is very hard to try to get contact with this person because he's asking, hello, is anyone there? And then he's asking about where is it hurting, which is very interesting.
I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like 2 balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you will not understand. This is not how I am.
So we are now medicated, it sounds like. The ship is distant on the horizon, your lips are moving, but I can't hear you. I don't understand you. His hands feel swollen, just like when he had a fever as a child. But it's the medication.
Now I've got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you will not understand. This is not how
This man's voice is so freaking beautiful. I really like the contrast between the verses and the chorus, because the verses are very distant sounding, like I said earlier. And then when David comes in, it's all very clear and beautiful, and the guitar is super clear, and it really stands out compared to what is happening in the distance, in the background, which kind of reflects what the song is about. When David is singing, it's him talking, the person's perspective, but when the verses come in, it's everything that is happening in his outside perspective that is kind of distant and a little bit unclear because of the medication.
Comfortably numb. Okay, just a little bit free. There'll be no more. But you may feel a little sick. Now can you stand up? I do believe it's working good. Well, that'll keep you going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in words. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown, the beat is gone. And I have become comfortably numb.
Is he singing about himself? Because he was talking about the doctor giving a prick, ding, the pain will be gone. Now you can do your show without having to worry about whatever is ailing him. Is he singing about himself, David? And the child having a fleeting glimpse. That is probably him referring to his grown-up version, but that version is gone now. I'm not sure how the version is gone now. Maybe because he is sick in this story. I don't know.
Have become comfortably numb.
That is a long-standing ovation. Was this the last song of the concert then? Was this the finisher? God damn. I feel like, you know those snakes that get entranced with one of those whistles? I feel like he did that with me in the end there. I feel hypnotized by that guitar solo in the end. What the hell? How long was that solo? I feel like it was 3 seconds. It was a 5-minute solo. I really enjoyed what they did at the end with the stage there, how they slowly started highlighting David and gave him this particular shot where he just he looks like a god, and he's not putting in effort or anything or being crazy. He's just standing there playing the guitar like it is a freaking, like it's an instrument given by the gods, played by a god, the way he's standing there. Look at that. It is absolutely insane. And I love how they just it's a gentle stage thing that they are doing here. There's nothing crazy going on. But then they are putting the lights on the disco ball here. Lighting up the crowd like that. Finally, by the way, I can see how big this concert hall is. You guys, finally, I can see how many people are in here. I am impressed, okay? And I know it was sold out for every single night. But yeah, I do need to know what the significance is of the disco ball opening. Why that is happening. I wouldn't know. I'm sure there is a reason for it. But yeah, no, that was definitely a freaking amazing, beautiful solo. Beautiful song. I resonate with it because of mental health, but I'm not sure what David is referring to here exactly. But being comfortably numb is something I resonate with because I have struggled with a very severe depression, anxiety, and panic disorder, and I am drugged all the way into hell because of it, and it's amazing. But yeah, my emotions are very flatlined because of it, because of my medication. I love it. I recommend it to everyone. But yeah, I'm basically always comfortably numb. So I do see, I resonate with it. I resonate with the song, the lyrics. I think the guitar solo, not being familiar with Pink Floyd, or not being very familiar with Pink Floyd, it really reminds me of the guitar work of Mark Knopfler from the Dire Straits. If you are unfamiliar with Mark Knopfler's solo music, you should definitely check it out if you enjoy Pink Floyd. I know I shouldn't be comparing, but I just like to compare with things that I know. But yeah, that was definitely absolutely amazing. David's voice is so beautifully clear. It is absolutely stunning. This man is able to put every single emotion that a human body can go through into his guitar solos. My mind, when he's playing his solos, it is just going everywhere, but in a calming way. It is very interesting. I think you guys, the Pink Floyd fans, will definitely understand. You are putting meaning behind his solos himself. It just automatically, your brain automatically goes there. He just puts kind of like meaning into your lap for you to interpret it. It's very interesting. This man is a god on the guitar. It is absolutely insane. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing and suggesting this song. I love the Pulse concert and the Pink Floyd songs and their artwork. It is so friggin' beautiful. I really, really love it. It feels like therapy watching these videos from Pink Floyd. It must have been a crazy experience to be able to experience this live. I had a bunch of people in my comments who said that they had been there. I can imagine that is life-changing. That I envy you. I really envy you. Being there and being able to experience this in front of you. Wow. Wow. We just had another free Pink Floyd Pulse therapy session. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you so much. Thank you again for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.